Here is a spring frame set up for a circular warp, and you'll notice that we now have the twist being done here, and then it gets pushed below the bar and up the back. So that's why we have extra sticks at the back. There's another layer, or another section of fabric being built up there. So we started here, row, 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 the mirror twists were right here, and we took another stick and pushed them up the back, and there they are at the back. If you're very observant and you compare this to the flat warp, you'll notice we're getting horizontal bands of color instead of a sort of end on end or checkered look to it, where there was one color thread lying right next to another color thread. That is a function of the warp structure. When you take all the threads together and do them flat, you're actually working with that color structure like this. But if you take it with a circular warp, you only handle the threads on the front of that bar. This bar. You only are taking the threads in the front, and you split those into a front and back shed. You take every other thread, and that becomes the back, and half becomes the front, and you work with those. And because of that, the colors are in that structure. So that's the way it works out. And of course, you could switch it back if you absolutely wanted to, using alternating double twists in a row. Every other twist would be double. But this circular warp will give you extra long pieces, so you can have a frame of a certain size, and working flat, that gets you kind of a short piece, and then you come to the meeting line and that's the end of it. With this, the piece will be quite long, and this was used to make belts according to Collingwood, and you can find more information in his Techniques of Sprung. To work this way kind of slows you down, because you have to push the twist under that bottom bar and up the back. But once you've got it all built up, you can, just like a roller towel, roll it around so it's all everything that you're working on is in the front, and it gets faster from there. Anyway, it's a good way to get a long, skinny piece of fabric like a belt or a sash. And the most common way you would stop at the meeting line would be to cut and fringe it.